In this video of the Better Photography Weekly Challenge, we will be discussing the winners and honorable mentions of the contest, repetitions. Our judge and mentor is Nasar Husami. A postgraduate from XIC, he's currently working as a creative director at Honourable. He's also a passionate photographer who loves dabbling with all kinds of genres, equipment, and mediums when it comes to making images. From documenting his family on a point-and-shoot 35 mm film to taking snapshot of streets of Bombay to making portraits and landscapes with his medium format Rolleiflex or creating narratives from his phone, Sir Husami enjoys it all. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, he uses flash to photograph the city disguised as a fictional character called Invisible Mr. Flash. Nasar is also the founder of an Instagram page called People Sleeping in the World. And for now, he loves shooting videos about Bombay called Dinchak Bombay. Hello and welcome.
Thank you, Nilofer. It's really nice. It was really good fun looking at this work of people who are really enthusiastic, who go out and shoot on a regular basis. The theme given to me was repetition. And in the camera category, the Sukanta Modal from Serampur. I really like this photograph of Sukanta because my eyes actually go everywhere in this photograph. I really want to see the blacks and the whites and the darks and the lights that are creating, and also it gives me a little boy at the end of the tunnel, and also it shows me that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a nice picture for me. It's just very artistically, geometrically, everything is shot, and I really like that only one leg of the boy, as if he's just got one leg, the boy. And so yeah, and also this photograph shows me how repetition is actually so beautifully captured. It gives me a black, a white, a black, a white, and then at the end the boy becomes a silhouette or a black, and then gives me a white again. So I really liked enjoying this, looking at this picture. And some pictures you feel that as if you're part of the picture, where you're seeing that the boy might just run away now any moment. So I really like that thing about this photograph. So well done, Sugandha. This other photograph which I really liked is by Pavitra Sen Sharma from Kolkata. So there are a lot of images that we've seen already of flower markets, of in Calcutta, in otherwise in Bombay, also in the other few markets. But something about this picture gives me a feeling of, togetherness. Everybody just involved in what they're doing. The repetition of the orange and the yellow and the people and how their hands are moving and how somebody is half standing, half sitting, looking around, somebody looking at each other, somebody talking. Everybody is just involved, and it's a magic that is created. And I really like the point of view of the shot where it's taken from. So it just gives me a very nice feeling. I really like the little whites that are there in the middle between the oranges and the yellows, and the multicolored t-shirt that everybody is wearing. It just gives me a very India kind of feel. It gives me a feeling of unity, that everybody is so part of this beautiful country called India. And it's very well shot. I really like this image, Pavitra. So well done. This photograph by Dr. Anupam Sen Chaudhary, again from Kolkata. So there's something about this photograph. You would want to know when you look at this photograph that like there's so many houses, and there's so many little houses that are there, all aligned so nicely in a repetition, in a geometry, and it just feels that you want to look at where this photograph must have been taken in Kolkata, and how beautiful the rustic look of the photograph is. You would want to know what is happening in each of the house. There's so many stories. If I count them, there must be around 45 stories right now that I can see in front of me. So everything is really nicely aligned in this photograph, as if somebody's art directed this photo and just put it up. So that's what I like. That's what lured me about this photograph. And I just want to see, and also the kind of day it's taken in. I really like the little dark and the little light that comes across the whole photograph. It just gives you a soothing feel. So I really liked Anupam Sen Chaudhary. This photograph is really nice. This photograph by Swagata Bhattacharjee from Kolkata again. I really like this photograph, especially because the theme is repetition, and there's something nice about the photograph. Maybe Swagata was just waiting there for a dog to arrive, or she just really happened to see three dogs, two on the graffiti and one real. And I like that this dog doesn't have a face also, and it also looks like the other two dogs are going to attack the faceless dog or the headless dog rather. So everything about this photograph is nice. It just everything feels like as if it's painted on a wall. You could easily think that the other the real dog is also the painted dog. So it's a very nice feeling. Well done, Swagata. So this is a beautiful photograph by Suvankar Bakchi again from Kolkata. This feeling gives me a lot of joy, looking at this lady who's collecting. I wonder if they are marigolds. She's just collecting these flowers, and which I think are marigolds, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, so it's very nice. The entire tinge of the photograph is orange, also because the photograph or because the marigolds are orange. The way she's holding the basket, how she's collected already so many, and she yet has to collect so many of them. It's just like how we experience life and how our life should be is very beautiful. I really like the orange and green coordination there, and how everybody can live together in so much peace. Even these colors are living and complementing each other so well. I really like the way she's kept the pallu behind her ear. So everything is really nice. I like the bangli she's wearing, the way she's holding. So it's a very nice, soothing photograph for me. I really like it, Swankar Bakchi. Keep it up. Uh, this photograph by Deepak Ray from Kolkata again. This photograph reminds me of I think if I'm not mistaken, a book by Amitav Ghosh. I think called. Do you remember the name, Nilufar?
The Great
The Amitav
Derangement.
Ghosh. Sorry.
The Great Derangement.
No. There's one more. It just gives me that feeling of a Amitav Ghosh cover book. It's really nice, this photograph, and it gives me a feeling from like as if you're in Burma or Cambodia or that kind of feeling it is. And I really like how everybody is on a cycle taking something. The little water that is there, the field. It's just a very poetic photograph, very magical. I like the black and white also. I would love to see the color of this as well. But it's really nice. I really like the bamboos that are creating one little structure as somebody has just illustrated the entire thing with charcoal or pencil. And it's really nice. Keep it up, Deepak Bhai. It's a really nice photograph. Even in a print, I think all these photographs, this one and the one above this, will actually look very nice when printed. So these are very beautiful photographs. Yeah, keep it up. This next photograph by Abhishek Basak from Calcutta again. Uh, I have not seen anybody making so many laddus, or I think pedas rather. So I really like this photograph where a terrace is filled with pedas. So it just gives me, and they're very nicely arranged, very geometrically arranged. And the woman carrying the pedas, the rest of the pedas is really nice. I really like that moment and how she's making things from besan, I think here. So which is also giving you a feeling that she's making more, and she could be doing this as a business, or it could be a family business. It just gives me a lot of things, and I really like the repetition in the photograph of the yellow and the frames and one after the other. So everything is really nice. I really like how she's wearing a multicolored purple and pink sari, and the combination and the contrast of yellow is really nicely standing out there. So really nice, Abhishek Pasak from Kolkata. Keep it up. Am I doing okay?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Okay. So the next photograph is by Mausumi Ghosh from Howrah, again from Kolkata. This photograph is actually very beautiful. I really like how this hand of this one boy is in the pot, and the guy who's sitting opposite has again the same hand in the pot. The two boys sitting here are actually holding the fishes, the fish they've caught, and the pots of both of these guys are filled with fish. So there's a lot of repetition in this photograph. I really like the blue background that creates as if it's like a magical water they're sitting in. It feels like a magical net or magical water. I like the angle where it's shot from. So I really like the repetition in this photograph, where the blue is repeating itself, the yellows are repeating, the fish is repeating, the pots are repeating, the hands are repeating, the four people are repeating themselves. So there's a lot of repetition. I really like this photograph. I would love to look at this photograph again and again. And also, I really want to know how it looks in print. Printing this photograph would be a great idea to just see how the colors turn out on a nice print on a big A4 size or the A2 size. So well done, Mausumi. It's a beautiful photograph. Yeah. So these were the honorable mentions in the camera category, and we have. I told you we have Sukanta, we have Pavitra, and we have Dr. Anupam and Swagata, and Suankar Bakchi and Deepak Ray and Abhishek Basak and Mausami Ghosh. They are very beautiful. Keep it up. You all should photograph more and keep it going and collect more stories. Now I'll just tell you what I feel that 3 photographs that stood out for me completely. I think the third prize goes to Pavitra Sen Sharma from Kolkata. As I already told you that how much I like this photograph and how beautifully it's shot and how it gives you a feeling of togetherness and also repetition so well. So congratulations and well done, and keep shooting. The second prize goes to Deepak Ray from Kolkata, and it's a beautiful photograph. It reminds me. It doesn't even look like Kolkata to me. It looks somewhere in Burma or Cambodia or Indonesia. But again, even if it's not Burma, Cambodia or Indonesia, if it's Kolkata also, it's very nice. Everything is very nice and illustrated about the photograph. The repetition is very good. The cycle repeating itself, the pose repeating itself, the water reflections. Everything is very nice. I really like the sky, the black and white expanse. So well done. Very well done. Congratulations on that. For me, Mausami Ghosh's photograph just stood out beautifully. As I already said, like I would love to see how she managed to get all these things so rightly. It's as if everything is very art directed, but yet has a candid feel to it. So I really like this photograph, and Mausami, well done. Keep it up. Congratulations, and you should print this photograph. A lot of people who submitted photographs in cell phone category, but though there were a lot of them, there were a lot of very good photographs, but Nilofer, some photographs really stood out for me, and I thought in the camera category there were no honorable in the cell phone category there were no honorable mentions for me, but there were 3 actual winners that stood out like really well, and those 3 I'll just tell you which photograph just stood out for me in the cell phone category. The third prize in the smartphone category goes to Deepro Biswas from Calcutta. Keep it up, Deepro. I really like that little red that you've kept in the last part of section of the photograph. Without it, maybe the photograph would have been really incomplete. I really like this thing, the red and the red little feet that create because of that red of the background and the thing. The red and white has a nice combination. The repetition is really nice. I really like that one. The last leg is a little. The last feet is faded. Uh, Everything is very nice. I like the repetition of the fingers, of the little structures that are created because of the feet. The white spot on the red background there down below. The white again repeating in the padda. So everything is really nice, and keep it up, Deepo. It's a very nice photograph. The second photo, so third prize goes to you, Deepak. Congratulations. The second one in the smartphone category that's really stood out for me was a photograph by Tushar Narula from Ambala. This is a beautiful photograph. It reminds me of an old house, maybe my nani's house somewhere, or our own ancestral house, which has those kavelus, which are really beautiful. The little clock, which is maybe stopped in time, or maybe it's not working anymore. You don't realize because it's a still photograph. Maybe it just stopped. And I really like the repetition on the wall, the little jalis that are getting created, the four little squares that the little window is making, the squares and the shapes and the circles, everything is so geometrically done. I really like it. I really like the soft light that is coming in, the little goldenish feel it's giving you. And so the wires, the structures, the circles, the squares, the jalis, and also the lines that are creating, I think it's very nicely shot and well done, Tushar. Congratulations on winning the second prize. The next one is a complete winner in terms of what I saw in the smartphone category. The first prize goes to Gurudas Shantaram Bait from Bombay, from Mumbai. I think this photograph is speaking a lot to me. It's speaking so many things. Though I can't see any faces here, I can just see their beautiful gajras, their beautiful saris, how coordinated they are, all standing in this one little eerie zone or this nostalgic zone that they're all standing in. I really like that everything is so dark and the gajras are just standing out as if they're lit like auras on their heads. I really like how they've made their backs. Everything is very repetitionally, very beautifully done in this photograph. The backs, the bare backs of the women, the gajras, and the way they've made their little, the little chondas that they've made. So it's everything is very nicely done, and I think it's a beautiful photograph. I would love to see how it shows in print, and when you actually print it. I love it. It's really nice, Gurudas. So keep it up and well done. And congratulations on winning the first prize. Uh, Very well done, all of you guys. All of keep it up.
Do you have any tips for or suggestions for the images that you saw, the ones that also could not make it to like the honorable mentions?
Yeah. So for the smartphone category, Nilofer, there were lots of them. Lots of people had submitted the images and entered these awards of better photography, which are actually really nice to actually keep going. I try clicking photographs and submitting and things like that. But sometimes it happens that there's some photographs that really stand out for you, and others don't. Something is not resonating, something is not going well. Maybe they are there, but they're not there yet. Even for an honorable mention, I thought like even a little thing was missing for me. Then I thought keeping them as giving them a prize of third, second, or first is better than actually thinking of an honorable mention here, because they really deserved and they really stood out. These three photographs really stood out for me in the smartphone category.
And for camera category, do you have any tips and suggestions?
For camera category, also people submitted really nice photographs, and there are a lot of honorable mentions that we discussed here. But everything was very nice. There were a lot of photographs. It was very difficult to choose between these photographs and what was submitted. So I tried my level best. This is, sometimes it's very subjective. Photography is very subjective, but there are some photographs that actually universally appeal to everybody. So that thing now just stands out. So even the honorable mentions or all the three winners, they've all really created really magic here with their camera and their lenses, and they're looking and they're seeing and how they saw this image and clicked this photograph. It's really nice. Beautiful work here, all of you guys. Well done, and keep it up. And you all should keep pursuing more of photography and enter more of awards. So everybody says that even I don't think or how close you are to the photograph. If you really like this photograph, for example, right now in front of me, Guru Das's photograph is open. Like if you really print this photograph and see how the colors or the tinges coming in the actual print, then you would want to actually put it up on your wall and look at it again, and people can look at it, and also it will inspire to shoot more, and all the others as well. So yeah. So thank you for inviting me, Nilofer, and it was really nice talking to you and looking at this exceptional work which people do and submit.